Good morning, Lee Bird with Btech. How are you? Today we're going to talk about vulnerability assessments. This is a common question I get all the time, is what is a vulnerability assessment? And in case you're wondering, it's not a penetration test. A pen test or penetration test is different. We're talking about vulnerability assessments. So sort of in a nutshell, a vulnerability assessment is using a software tool to scan your network and look for vulnerabilities. These are typically software configurations or old software that could be exploited by an attacker or a malware or a virus or something like that to actually exploit or gain access to your network. There's two types of vulnerability assessments we do. Internal vulnerability assessment, which is inside of your firewall, and external, which would be outside of your firewall. A penetration test or a pen test is actually done by a software engineer. So they're going to use hacking skills in an ethical manner to try to gain access to your network. So a little bit different. The other question that comes up a lot, and I see this happen to many credit unions, is the frequency with which you're doing the vulnerability assessments. We used to do them annually, then we did them quarterly, then we were doing them monthly now. I would say by next year we'll be doing them weekly or even daily. It's super important between the time that a vulnerability is discovered or known to getting it fixed. That you have to keep shortening that window. Again, it's because we don't want those vulnerabilities to get exploited. And that brings me to my last point, vulnerability remediation. Remediation is a fancy word for fixing vulnerabilities. I see so many people run vulnerability scans and then they don't do anything. They get the reports. If you're not going to fix the environment, if you're not going to fix the vulnerabilities or remediate them, in my opinion, don't bother running the scans. So once you run the scan, you then have to go through the report, look at the details, and go in and fix those problems, get them resolved. And again, it's super, super important. So I would say in all of the things that we're asking our clients to do, vulnerability assessments is definitely one of the top 5. So hopefully that's some good information for you. And vulnerability assessments are different than pen tests. If you need more information, I'm going to put some links to a few resources. Thank you very much for the feedback I've gotten on the other couple videos I've done, and we'll try to do these every week. Okay? Have a great day. Thank you.